W5PIX, W5OG. Have you heard from James? Did he get off on time this morning at Cliff, or do you know? You may not have the SDR on. W5OG be starting up the Air Force's Flyers Club Net about 15 minutes, top of the hour. Yeah, nice carrier, but there's no audio there. W5OG. We're starting up the Air Force's Flyers Club Net in about 12 minutes, top of the hour. WA6LJS, are you there this morning? John, I see you're on NetLogger, W5OG. He's getting a cup of coffee, I bet. KG5 PTE Mobile, W5OG. Are you hearing me from the mobile there this morning, James? Over. Yeah, I hear you in there, James. KG5PTE. Are you on your remote, or are you? Is that your from the mobile there? Over.
Dale, I can barely copy you. I'm going to need a relay to the net. I do not have an NCR on, so John or somebody else is going to have to relay for me. Northbound US 19 in the swampy land, coming up to Big Bend in Florida. So have John or somebody relay me when it's my turn. Over.
Okay, will do. And you're operating your station remotely from the iPhone there, James. Over.
All right, there, John. Go ahead and relay for me when it's my turn on the net.
Yeah, we'll do that, James. He's not hearing me. We're too close.
I'm copying them, Dale. W5OG, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe. Thank you. Somebody needs to, but we'll manage to bring him in when it comes his turn. Anyway, he's Mobile on the way back home from Florida there. W5OG be starting up the Air Force's Flyers Club net here in about 6.5 minutes.
W5ABI, W4PUO. Nice signal here, Joe.
Yeah, you're S9 a little over, Lee. Over.
You're pushing about 10 over, Joe.
Oh, it's going to be good conditions today. Thanks for the report, Lee. W5ABI, standing by for that.
W5ABI, KG5PT. Can you relay something from Lee for me, W4PUO, real quick?
Yeah, just a second. Somebody's interfering there. You want me to relay something to W4PUO?
Yes, I need you to relay to W4PUO. I need you to relay something to Lee, W4PUO, that I ran into a friend of his at Eglin Air Force Base that remembered him from the F-105 days.
Yeah, okay. W4PUO, W5ABI, James said he ran into a friend of yours. Over.
Yeah, name who?
Are you copying him, Lee?
Negative.
Okay, I'm not copying him real well, but I don't know who, he just wanted to relay that information to you. KG4PTE, W5ABI, I relayed that, James. Over.
KG5PTE, W4PUO. Give it another try, James.
John Rambo. His name is John Rambo. They were stationed together with the 12th Tactical Fighter Squad.
I'm sorry, I'm going to need a different relay, I guess.
Yeah, he said the gentleman's name was John Rambo. Over.
Yeah.
I don't know the John Rambo. I know a guy on TV that uses that name.
Okay. I'll have to tell him KG5PTE, W5ABI. He doesn't recognize that name.
It's not Rambo. His last name is Wambo with a W as in whiskey. Wambo. John Wambo.
Oh, okay. W4PUO, W5ABI is John Wambo with a W, I think. Over.
Is it Wambow?
Probably. Is that familiar?
Yeah, Wambow sounds familiar. I'm trying to place it now. My memory is not stacking up real good with that, but it's vaguely familiar. Yeah, thanks, James.
Yeah, he thanks you, James. He said the name is not familiar, but he'll figure it out. Anyhow, I got to stand by for the net. W5ABI, standing by for net.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Roger, roger. Well, I guarantee you, he knew Lee right off the bat as soon as I showed him the picture.
W6LJS. John, are you there, W5OG?
Yeah, W5OG, WA6LJS. Good morning, I'm here.
Yeah, you're a good S9 Plus. Would you be able to bring in Don if he shows up this morning? Bob's got some folks delivering a couple of refrigerators here later on.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be glad to do that. WA6LJS.
Thank you, John.
WA6LJS, W4PUO, you're 5 and 7, John.
Yeah, you're about a 5 and 8, Lee. Good morning, WA6LJS.
Roger.
Okay, it's that time of the morning, 10 o'clock local here in the central part of the country. This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf. My name is Dale, and I'm located in the small town of Mineola, Texas, about 100 miles east of Dallas out in the country. I'll be net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net this morning. We meet on this frequency at this time daily. Members of our group are active duty, retired, and veterans of the military air forces from all branches. We include air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, support personnel, pretty much anyone involved with the aviation mission from all of our armed forces. We also like to welcome visitors to join us here on the net. You don't have to have any military or aviation experience. The purpose of our group is to promote fellowship between those of us radio amateurs who spend a portion of our lives supporting the missions of our armed forces in the aviation business. Now, this is a control net. Contact net control, please use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in. We have a nice website. You can find out all about us, airforcesflyersclub.org. The format is that we will use the list off of NetLogger, and those of you that would like to join us on NetLogger can do that. And I do appreciate Lee N5BE being our NetLogger this morning, taking care of those duties. And let's see, we also have a Echolink node, AFFC, under the conference tab of Echolink, and we'll back up the HF with Echolink there. Let's see. So far on the list this morning, I've got the following stations right directly off of NetLogger. W5PIX Mobile. Good morning, Cliff. I did hear you, and then I called you, and you weren't there. So I hope you're hearing me this morning. And also KG5PTE. In the Mobile, and he's en route back to Texas from Florida. And next on the list is W4CUV Gary. Good morning again, Gary. And they've got a visitor, Kilo Echo Zero, India Golf Kilo, Eric, in North Dakota. I did hear him, but he's not real strong with me. The antenna is out to the west. He's up in frigid North Dakota. And we'll try and get him toward the top of the list there as a visitor. And I've got Commander Bob, K1BOB, and Lee, as I mentioned previously, N5BE doing net logging. Thank you, Lee. And Chief Mike, WW5ENZ up in cold Choctaw, Oklahoma this morning. And Carl, KF7GJO out in the the frozen hinterlands of northern Nevada. I've got Lee, W4PUO, and John, WA6LJS. Also, Russ is in there, Kilo 8 Alpha Foxtrot. And I've got Wild Bill, W2WLD. And Ray, WB2JJO. And Charlie, K4YDB, who's doing live stream for us this morning, I hope. Haven't got a confirmation of that yet, but I trust that he's had no trouble with the live stream. You can go to YouTube and search for K4YDB and select live stream there, and you'll be able to see the question of the day. Thank you very much, Charlie, for having that, adding that capability. It really helps out. It may really help this morning. This question is a little bit on the lengthy side, and that's my fault. All right, next on the list is John, W7AJN, and Joe with a big signal, W5ABI in Las Cruces. And let's see a couple of listeners here, KS5KY, Chris in Bowling Green, and also Professor Bob is listening again. I think it's probably too chilly out there for him to go to the shack. NA6RG. Good morning to you, Bob, if you're listening there. All right, that's the list as I have it so far. Let me take a quick listen out for over-the-air check-ins. Check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net this Thursday morning. Members or visitors, call now, W5OG. Well, I don't hear you. Nice and quiet this morning. How about John, WA6LJS? Put a call out from the West Coast, if you would.
Will call. This WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Thursday morning Air Force Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. All's quiet locally and on the SDRs. Back to net.
Okay, very fine, John. Thank you. How about Bill, W2WLD? Good morning, Bill. Would you put out a call from Scotia, New York, W5OG?
Good morning, Dale. Certainly will. This is W2WLD, upstate New York, relaying for net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. We're taking check-ins. Members or guests, please call now.
No, it's all quiet, Dale.
Wow. I guess we got a quorum there this morning. All right, we'll probably pick up a few stragglers along the way, and maybe some that are lurking. So anyway, we'll get started here with the question for the day for this morning. I've had this question in mind for a while, and I thought we'd just use it today. It's about Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. We've talked about these in the past, and I thought it was probably a time to revisit the sister space probes and see how they are progressing. Launched in 1977. 48 years ago or so, the two sister Voyager probes objectives included flying to planets in our solar system, specifically the outer planets which had not been observed up close, and examining the edges of our galaxy. Both Voyagers are now considered in interstellar space, the first man-made objects to accomplish this feat. My question today is which, if any, of the following statements about the Voyager spacecraft is not correct? Which, if any, of the following statements is not correct? And statement A is Voyager 2 launched before Voyager 1. Voyager 2 launched before Voyager 1. That's statement Alpha. Statement Bravo. Voyager 1 is traveling faster than Voyager 2. It's actually traveling faster than Voyager 2. Statement Charlie. Voyager 1 stopped sending valid information in November of 23, but scientists were able to restart capabilities from the probe in the spring of 2024. The Voyager 1 actually stopped sending anything and went quiet. Well, that's not exactly true. It was sending gobbledygook, actually. I probably talk too much about this one, but anyway, it stopped sending ballot info in November of 23, but scientists were able to clear up the problem and restarted its full capabilities in the spring of 2024. Statement D. The Voyager mission accomplished the first up-close views of the outer planets of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The Voyager mission accomplished the first up-close views of the outer planets of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And statement echo, all these statements are correct. So statement echo is that all of the above statements are correct. So if you can find a false one in there, let me know what that is. The bonus question. Voyager 1 is currently approaching 16 billion miles from Earth. In approximate terms, how long does it take to get a signal to Earth from the spacecraft? And you can figure that out by mathematics, or you can simply look it up, or ask Siri. That would be the easiest way to do it. Voyager 1 is currently approaching 16 billion miles. In approximate terms, how long does it take to get a signal from the spacecraft? The answers are Alpha, 12 hours, Bravo, 24 hours, Charlie, 2 days, and Delta, 1 week. So the answers are, again, Alpha, 12 hours, Bravo, 24 hours, Charlie, 2 days, and Delta, 1 week. And it's going to be a little tough for the Mobile guys, and I understand that. I don't guess James was able to hear the question anyway because he doesn't have the benefit of an SDR this morning. Let's go to Cliff, W5PIX in the Mobile, see where he is this morning and what's going on with him today. Go ahead, Cliff, W5PIX Mobile, W5OG. Well, I don't hear Cliff. Let's see. John, W6LJS, would you try and see if you can get Cliff there for me?
Yeah, W5PIX. W5PIX Mobile. Cliff, you're up. WA6LJS relay. No, I'm not hearing anything. He must be loading or unloading.
Okay, thank you, John. Let's try James, and let's see. Joe, see if you can raise James there, W5ABI for relay. See if you can bring in KG5PTE Mobile there for me, W5OG.
KG5PTE, W5ABI.
Yeah, I'm here, but Cliff is tough.
Yeah, you're up for the Flyers, and Dale wants me to relay for you. Over.
Yeah, KG.
He said that
Cliff is talking. Go ahead.
He said Cliff is talking. I don't hear him. There he is.
Stand by, James.
And I heard him there, Pine Cliff. You came up there, and I was able to hear you. I think you said, what was your answer for the first question? Can you say that again? W5PIX, are you hearing me, Cliff? W5OG? I guess not. See if you can get the answers from him there, John, if you would, if you're hearing him. Okay, Bravo is incorrect, and Charlie for the second question. All right, got all that, Cliff. Drive carefully, and we'll be back to you on the 73 round. All right, James, KG5 CCE Mobile. If you're there, if you're hearing me, James, go ahead. If he doesn't come in, Joe at W5 ABI, bring him in. W5OG.
Hi, this is KG5 CG Mobile, northbound US 19 Suncoast Highway, up here near Swanee River, making my way up to Big Bend, Tallahassee, Florida. I'm going to go alpha on the question. I can barely hear the question, so I'm going to go alpha. So put me down for alpha. I'm going to be in and out here, running into cell towers. Now, good 5G right now, but I'm going to run out of towers here pretty quick. So, Dale, thanks for running the net. And I'm making my way to Biloxi, Mississippi, and Keesler Air Force Base for the night. And then I'll be headed home tomorrow night. W5OG, KG5TT, we're on the flex, operating remotely with Smart SDR. And Bob K2SJT should be checking in here shortly, too. His SDR is working now. Back.
Yeah, W5OG, W5ABI. His answer for the first one is Alpha, Dale, and he's headed to Biloxi, and he should be home tomorrow night. Over.
Yeah, I was able to copy him quite well on the SCR there, Joe. Thank you for that, though. And mighty fine, James. If you're hearing me there, drive carefully, and we'll check with you again on the 73 round here. All right, let's move along. Let me take the visitor. Eric there in North Dakota. He may not be hearing me. I don't know if the antenna's out to the west. KE0 India Golf Kilo. Eric, you're up. What do you have for the net this morning? W5OG. John, WA6LJ, see if you can bring in KE0IGK.
KE0IGK. KE0IGK. Eric, you're up. WA6LJS relay. No, nothing on the SCRs or locally. Back to net.
Okay, thank you, John. I don't see that he's checked out. He is in there, or was in there earlier. I don't know. Maybe he got called away or something. All right, let's go to Gary. W4CUV Delaware. We know it's nice and toasty warm. Go ahead, Gary. You're up. W5OG. Good morning again.
Well, good morning. This is for Charlie Uniform Victor. Good morning to all the Flyers and the Flyers Club. Beautiful day down here in Southwest Florida. We're probably going to go to a record high for this date, maybe up in the upper 80s. A little bit warm for a lot of our visitors, but, on mornings like this, we just kind of do our work in the morning and do our work in the evening and stay in the house, air conditioning the rest of the day. As far as the questions for the day, I'm going to have to go on the first one with A. I don't believe that Voyager 2 went before Voyager 1. And as far as the second one, I was trying to look up the answers just while you called me back, and I really don't have the answer for that. I would guess probably more than a week, or so 1 week for the speed of light from 16 billion miles away. Just a guess on my part. So with that, I'll be back to the net. W5OG, Whiskey 4, Charlie Uniform Victor, back to net.
Okay, Gary, got your answers there. Alpha and Delta. So we will be back with you in the 73 round. Yeah, good signal with me this morning, Gary. No problem. All right, let's see if Bob is in there. The commander's got some. Yeah, and I noticed that Charlie asked, why do you need a fridge, Bob? You live in an igloo. K1PLB, you're up, Bob. W5OG.
Well, right now we're in an igloo there, Dale. No doubt about it. -4 this morning. It's up a few degrees, though. I just watching the camera out covers part of the driveway. The truck just rolled in, so boy, they're ahead of time. My wife wants me up at 6 o'clock. Oh, taking the ATV, get it out of the way so they could bring the fridge in whatever way they want it, over the back porch or through the front door, or best way through the garage. So so they're going to take one away. She's keeping the other one, giving it to a nice couple up the road here that have need for a fridge. And it's still working okay. But she wants something different with the new setup on it, with the freezer down low instead of on the side, and a few other things. So haven't seen it yet. We had high recommendation. I think it's all printed there, maybe. Anyway, that's what's happening here, and glad to see that now. I didn't expect that sort of thing, especially with conditions. Main roads are just fine. Well, they weren't yesterday or the day before when it went out. But up here, where we've got snow over ice in a lot of the road up here, but the switchback is just perfect. It was dry, and that was fine. Anyway, question today. I've covered this in the past, so I've actually kind of keep up on it a little bit, but not much. And I think, unless there's something devious in there, like our net loggers going on, I think they're all correct. I'm pretty sure they're all correct. And for the second one, I think the time back to Earth is fine. I didn't do the math on the speed of light. It's too hard for me to do for 16 billion miles, but I think approximately 24 hours is correct. I know it takes a long time. And the scientists that do that stuff figure out ways to get around things. I got to hand it to them. They're geniuses. Of course, they've been with the project an awfully long time. Probably half of them retired out of the project at NASA. So good for them. I know both of them have decaying nuclear material that provides the electricity for those things, and I think it's past its lifetime too, but it's still just like the Energizer rabbit, it just keeps going on and on. So anyway, let's see what's that boil down to. Echo and Bravo, Dale. And here's one more question you could have asked. On that golden record, which is on both of them, it's supposed to explain a lot about our civilization. One of the sounds, and there's many sounds on the record, one of the sounds is a high-speed aircraft going over an airport with afterburners, and it's the sound of an F-111A. So the F-111 posterity
on that record. So, all right, we'll move along. Let's go to Lee, N5BE there in Arlington. Good morning again, Lee. Thanks for help with the net logger. W5OG.
W5OG N5BE. This is your devious net logger operator. Good morning. Boy, you hit me right in my soft spot again, Dale. I'm not a space guy. In fact, I'm such not a space person that I've never seen any of the Star Wars movies, so I guess that proves a point. But I do remember being fascinated about reading when they were able to partially communicate with it, and all the excitement that generated. I do remember reading about that, and that kind of piqued my interest. Boy, I mean, just thinking about the technology that went into that in the 70s, and how this thing just keeps on going, it's remarkable. Kudos to those NASA people back in the day. I wonder if on that record they had any Rolling Stones on there for the Doors. That would have freaked some aliens out. All right, I'm gonna go with my answers here and knock it off. I agree with Bob. I think all of that is correct. So I'm gonna go Echo. And if I remember right, the number that is closest to the correct number is Bravo. So I'm going to go Echo Bravo. And good question, Dale. I'm sure there'll be some more comments about it, so well done. W5OG N5BE.
Okay, finally. Yeah, it's a fascinating topic to me too. We'll discuss it some more along the way, but anyway, I appreciate the opportunity to bring it up one more time. Let's go to Mike, WW5ENZ. Good morning again, Mike. You're up, W5OG.
Okay, W5OG, WW5ENZ. Good morning, and good morning, everybody on the net. Yeah, it's, I was going to say it was a cold day here, but then I heard Bob's weather forecast or Bob's temperature up there, and this is pretty nice. Actually, we started out at 10 degrees today. Now it's up to 23, and the sun is out, so it looks pretty good. Other than that, let's see how the question is interesting here for sure. I've read it and I'm going, dang, that looks right, and dang, that looks right, and boy, that's right. So I'm going to have to say Echo for the first one, and I think Bravo. I think it takes a couple of days. I'm sorry, it takes a day at least. So I'm going to say Bravo. So I guess by some weird reason I got the same thing Lee does, Echo Bravo. So we'll see. And I guess K1BOB has that same. So I guess we got our own little lemming line here started. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you, Dale. Sounding good today. I can hear you locally. W5OG, WW5ENZ. Back to net.
Okay, Mike. Mighty fine. Yeah, I can hear you locally, but not real strong. And as far as those temperatures, yeah, so far the winter is at KE0IGK. I don't know if you heard him or not. I heard him say that it was either -9 with a wind factor of -35 or something, a chill factor there up in North Dakota where he is. But goodness gracious, some really, really cold temperatures across the northern tier there. Anyway, Mighty Fine Mike got your answer also as Echo in 1 day, Bravo. And we'll move along. Let's go to Carl, KF7GJO. How cold is it there in the frozen tundra of northern Nevada, Carl? W5OG.
Well, good morning, Dale. I'm the Greek. KF7GJO here. Well, excuse me. Well, weather adjusters have forecast 6 inches of snow for us by morning, and it started coming down as a very light, quarter-sized, dry snowflake, about 4-ish this morning. And by 6 o'clock, 6:30 right in that era, we had about 3 inches on the ground. And then warmed up. Temperature's been hovering right around 30 degrees there. So it warmed up to where it became a bit of a freezing rain and then just a very light drizzle. So, it's just going to make a big mess out of things when everybody goes Now, on to the question. Good question. And if you had asked me this question about 2 years ago, I could have told you more than you ever wanted to know about either of those two. And then when they lost communications, whether they were so far out that the scientific community kind of said, well, we got 10 times more than we ever expected out of it, so we can't complain. And then they reestablished communications with it the following year. So the only one that I'm really questioning is Esther Hayes, and I can't remember if they launched two ahead of one. They both went on different trajectories after launch. I just can't remember, so I'm going to stick with answer Echo. All these statements are correct. And as for the time to receive a signal from it, it's going to be, of those 4 choices, it's going to be closest to Bravo, 24 hours. So those are my answers. I'm going to stick to them, and I'll be with you to the end, buddy, to see how bad I get.
Go back to you. W5OG Dales Net.
All righty, fine, Carl. Yeah, all this stuff is so fascinating, and it's a marvelous period that we're living in. That's for sure. Interesting. What the future will say about our period here. Oh my! Let's move along. Let's go to Lee there in Belleville. Hope he's still hearing me, perhaps a little bit locally. At W4PUO. Good morning again, Lee. You're up. W5OG.
W5OG, W4PUO. Well, you're readable and right around an S4 or 5 Dale. And so I copied the last transmission or two. Well, I'm going to have to go with Delta for the first answer and Bravo for the second one. And that's not a very steady calculation, but it's a wag, okay? But I think Delta for the first one and Bravo for the second one. And it's good to hear everybody today. I'll say 73 to not stick around for the last, but I will wait for the answer, hopefully. Back to you, Dale, and thanks for doing the net. W5OG, W4PUO.
Okay, Lee. Mighty fine. 100% copy. I did, actually, you're coming in so good on the SDR, I just used it. But anyway, got your answer, Delta Bravo. All right, you think, well, yes. You think statement Delta might have some problems there. It may have. I'm not sure. You may be correct. We'll find out here at the end. Anyway, Lee, stay warm there this morning. I know you guys there in the Houston area are not used to this kind of chilly weather. We're not here either, but we like to have a change in the season and an opportunity to have a fire in the fireplace and stuff. So anyway, we're enjoying the winter. All right, let's go to John, WA6L, and 73 to you, Lee, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. WA6LJS, thanks, John, for the help, but you're up, W5OG.
Okay, thank you, Dale. W5OG, this is WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Well, excellent conditions on my end. Haven't had to use the SDR. Sparky, GJO, takes the prize. He's 20 over, just booming in here. And you take second place, Dale. You're about 15 over. And everybody else so far was above 9. Anyway, it's 53 degrees here, and rain, light rain though, but it's going to go on all day. It's supposed to get heavier maybe tomorrow, but that's a good thing. We really need the rain. The only bad part about it by me is that means when it does stop and the sun comes out, that means my weeds are going to be going high again, and I'll have to mow the back lot there. Let's see. First, before I give my answer, I'd like to welcome a new member. We have a brand new member, number 790. That's Larry, and he is. I forgot to mark his call down here. Well, I'll get that on the 73 round. But he was maintenance on a number of aircraft, the C-5, C-41, the C-130, C-141, C-130, and he was also a civilian pilot. So Larry, number 790, and what I might do is I might just put him on the net logger at the bottom there with his call, and then even though he didn't check in yet today. All right, and my question today, your question today, I was going to say, like Lee, Delta false, because I don't think the Voyager 1 has visited all those planets. But then I reread your question on the live stream, and it doesn't say 1 or 2. It just says Voyager mission. So I think Voyager 2 did make all those planets. So that means that Echo is correct. So we'll put me down for Echo. All of the above are correct, because it's just it doesn't differentiate between 1 and 2 on your last question there. And yes, Bravo is, I think, is correct, 24 hours. So I'm going to go with the Lemmings, Echo and Bravo. Back to you, Dale, W5OG.
Okay, John, who was it that has a better signal than I did? I missed that. Who was that you said, John, earlier in the first part of your transmission over?
Yeah, it was Sparky. It's Carl, KF7GJO. You know, he lately, when the propagation is right between him and I, he's booming in. You're very close to him. He was 20 over. Now, your last one, you were about 18 over.
Okay. Just kidding there. All right, mighty fine, John. Let's go to Russ, K8 Alpha Foxtrot. Good morning, Russ. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG, K8AF. Good morning to everybody. And everyone's got a great signal today. And it's cold this morning. It's about 4 degrees. And it's supposed to warm up and get some snow. So that'll be nice. But interesting question. I'm going to break the trend here. I'm going to go with Echo Delta. So I have absolutely no idea. I was tempted to do the math and figure out how long it would take radio waves to travel, but I'm lazy and I decided not to. But thank you, Dale, for running that great signal today, and hope everyone has a good day. I'll be here for the end. W5OG K8AF.
All right, mighty fine, Russ. And you always have a good signal there from Washington State. All right, let's go to Bill, W2WLD. Good morning again, Bill. You're up, W5OG.
Thank you, Dale. Good morning, all. Propagation is really good today. We had a dusting to an inch overnight of snow, but the temperature is going to be in the low 40s, so I may wait. Maybe it'll melt, and I won't have to remove it from the driveway. We'll see. Great question, Dale. But I think I'm going along with John, and he spotted as we would say, the chicanery in your question. The Voyager mission, I think, did include all of those outer planets. So I'm with the Lemmings today. Echo and Bravo is the answer I want to pick for the time. Echo Bravo, W5OG, W2WLD.
All right, Bill. Snow on the ground there?
Yeah, the lawns have about 6 inches, but it's the driveway I have to keep clear. Over.
Okay, yeah, you haven't had the spring thaw yet. All right, let's move along to Ray, WB2JJO. Good morning, Ray. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG from WB2JJO. Good morning to you, Dale, and all the flyers on the net. Well, we have a real good net today, and I'll tell you what, I'm hearing just about everybody on the radio. We've got some pretty good propagation here in South Jersey, so which is a good thing. We do have some snow on the ground, but you know what? Yesterday we got 1.25 inches of rain, and it washed all that garbage away. Boy, I'll tell you what, I can see the grass now, so that's a good thing. But we're supposed to get more rain. Anyway, as far as your question is concerned, Dale, this is an outstanding question as usual. I mean, just about all the questions on this net are outstanding for sure. I'm going to go with Echo and Bravo on that. The Bravo question answer is, I think it's 22 and a half hours. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what it is. That's a one-way transmission from the spacecraft back to Earth. So I'm going to go with Echo and Bravo. So with that there term, and I'm hearing you very good on the electric radio. You must have your beam. I must be getting you up the back of your beam because you're sounding really good here. So that's so good here, Dale, and thank you for the question. W5OG from WB2JJO.
All right, mighty fine, Ray. Yeah, I'm hearing you all okay there this morning, so good deal. The conditions are pretty good. Got your answer there. Let's move along to Charlie, K4YDB. And I guess Cartersville probably frozen over this morning. Go ahead, Charlie. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG K4YDB. No, we're not froze over yet, Dale. We're supposed to freeze tonight. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good morning. Right now, it actually is currently 55 degrees here, and the rain has stopped for 'em. We've got a little over 3.5 inches of rain in the last 2 days, and it's kind of squishy when you walk out in the yard. So no mowing grass, that's for sure. But and it's supposed to get down to 25 tonight. And I thought we were done with that stuff. So, but I guess not. So there, it has returned. And right now conditions are pretty good here. I am hearing everybody. Dale, you're always strong into here to me. And Bob, you had a good signal coming in here also. I'm not going to go down the whole list. But anyway, as far as the question goes, I was going to go. I was going to go with Echo and Delta at first, but everybody's getting me to change over to Echo and Bravo. So let me do that. Let me change over to Echo and Bravo. So I hope I don't regret it. Anyway, W5OG K4YDB. I'm back to net.
All righty, fine, Charlie. You're going to go with the group there, Echo Bravo. And Lee put you down as Echo Delta, but he'll correct that, I'm sure. All right, let's go up to out to John in Peoria. I know it's not nice and warm there. W7AJN. Go ahead, John. W5OG.
W5OG, W7AJN. Good morning, Dale. Good morning to all the flyers out there. You're all good. Lee and Dale and all the folks people just for their nation running. Let's see. We have 48 degrees right now, and it's going to go up to 70 degrees. So a very pleasant day here in Peoria, Arizona. Let's see. Susan is getting a little bit better. But her voice is still not back completely. She can get some ear drops, but she can't carry on the conversation. But she is getting a little bit better. So we're still doctoring with her. She is fine. She's doing great in school. And let's see, your question, a very interesting question. I'm going to go with Delta and Bravo. Delta and Bravo are going to be my answers on that. So I'll be here till I get the answer to the question, then I'm going to check out. So I'm going to give my 7-3 to everybody out there on the net. Hope you're making a wonderful day. As you're in charge of. This is W7AJN back to Net Control.
Okay, John, mighty fine. You got a good signal this morning. No trouble copying you, that's for sure. All right, let's go up to Las Cruces, W5ABI. Joe, you're up, W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG and the Flyers, W5ABI. Yeah, good morning, Dale. The rest of the Flyers, thanks for running the net. Kind of a hazy day here in Las Cruces. We're not getting any rain, but we've had high winds in the afternoon here. It's currently about only 48. It's supposed to go up to 65 here. So it's not that bad. It's just the wind. I've been watching the hex beam, and it's swaying in the breeze, but it's still up there. So anyhow, it's good. Let me see on the question. Boy, I think I'll join the lemon line, and I'll go with Echo for the first one and Bravo for the second one. And we'll be here for the 73 round if we got time. W5OG, W5ABI.
Okay, fine, Joe. Echo and Bravo for you, and enjoy your day there in Las Cruces. We'll be back in the 70. I think we'll have time probably for a 73 round. Let's go to Mike. KF0OP. How cold did it get up there last night there, Mike, in Nebraska there? W5OG, you're up.
Good morning, Dale, and good morning to all the Flyers and visitors this morning on the net. It got cold last night. It was about 10 below, but it's warming up fast. It's 2 degrees on its way up to a high of 19 today. Bright sunshine here. Should be a decent day. I took the dog for a walk last night, and we had to cut it short because the wind chill was pretty brutal. I'm going to go with Echo and Bravo, and I'm going to have to be one and done today. I got to get out of here, so I'll pass my 7-3s now. And have a good day, everybody. 7-3s. Back to W5OG in the net. KF0OP. Comment.
Okay, hold on just a second there, Mike. Who's the comment? Go ahead, comment.
W5OG, I gave you my answers backward. So it's BZ, Bravo Delta. Over.
Okay, let me make sure we've got that here. Let's see. What did he move you around or something? Oh, there you are down at the bottom. Bravo Delta. Yeah, we've got it there, John. No worries. And 7-3. Are you leaving, John? Is that why you're 7-3 there? Over.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the answer until I step out. I will not be here for the 7-3 round. Over.
Oh, okay, mighty fine. Stand by a second. Let me move along here. And Mike, 7-3, and you're leaving also there, KF0OP. Is that right, Mike?
Yes, sir. I got to get out of here, and my answers were Echo Bravo.
All right, 7-3 to you, Mike. And I tell you what, John WA6LJS, would you pick up the net control here just for a second? I've got to help Carolyn with something. And next is W7ASH. He probably need you to bring him in anyway. WA6LJS, W5OG.
Okay, Wilco, will do. W7ASH, you're up. WA6LJS, relay. Yeah, I'm not copying you on the SDR, but you're just above the noise locally. I think I can get you. Go ahead.
Is he still talking, John? I'm back.
He's talking. Okay, thanks, Bob. W7ASH, W6LJS. Well, you came up. When you first came in there, you were pretty much in my noise. And then all of a sudden, you came up pretty nice. You hit about an S7 out here locally. And I'm hearing you on the, not on SPR2, but I'm hearing you on Half Moon Bay. You were coming in there pretty good. So propagation is strange. But anyway, we got you, your answer down as Echo Bravo. Yeah, that's what I marked down here, Echo Bravo. So you're following the lemming line there. And it sounds like you really have some unusual weather up there, which is going to get some snow and everything. So very interesting. So I think Dale is back now. So I'll turn it to Dale, and he'll probably pick up his brother next on the list. W5OG, go ahead, Dale.
All right, John, thank you very much for that. I had to step away just for a minute to help Carolyn, but I do appreciate your filling in there. Might happen again there, John. I don't know. All right, let's go to, and I got Bob's answers. I could not hear him. I do have a high noise level here this morning, but I could not hear him locally, and he wasn't making the, at least not Utah number 4 there. All right, let's go to Brian, and I'm sure it's warmer in San Antonio. Good morning, Brian, WB5DRI, W5OG.
Comment. Okay, Dale, good morning, W5OG, WB5DRI. Good morning to all on the net, and good morning to Carolyn there too, Dale, and I hope you guys are doing well. Hope she's improving, continuing to improve there. But good to hear everybody this morning. It is colder down here in San Antonio. We're only about 39 right now. I think our low this morning was about in the mid-30s, about 36. We're only supposed to get up to about 46. So the cold front has come through, and we're going to be experiencing some colder weather with some freezing temperatures here probably Monday and Wednesday of next week from what the weatherman is saying. So anyway, that's the weather down here. It's winter has come back again. We knew it would, and it may come back a couple more times even before spring sets in. So we'll see. Anyway, good to hear everybody on the net. Have to kind of apologize for the short notice, but getting my it's time for me to have my trees trimmed down here, and my tree trimmer guy wanted to do it on Saturday. At first I was going to go ahead and take the net, and then I changed my mind and decided that might not be a good idea. I don't want the tree guys to get close to my antennas. I need to keep an eye on them, and I don't want to expose them to any RF if I would take the net. So I'd appreciate it if somebody could step up and take my net on Saturday. And sorry about, again, for the short notice there. And maybe I can pick up somebody else's net later on for them. Maybe I can switch with somebody. But anyway, it's good to be here this morning. And Dale, you were 10 over 9 at the start of the net, but I think the band has kind of swung around a little bit. We don't have the short path that we had at the start of the net. You were really booming in here 10 over 9 just a minute or two ago. So anyway, that's the story here. I hope everybody's having a good day. And I'll say 73s. I do need to get out of here. I got to go transport one of my grandsons to school. He has school that starts in the afternoon, and I'll be taking him to that. So I got to get out of here. So I'll say 73s now. On your question, I'm going to go with the group there and say Echo and Bravo and see how that comes out. I know we had these question like this a long time ago, but I really don't remember exactly all the answers there. But I think the consensus seems to be Echo and Bravo, so I'll stick with that. And thanks for doing the net this morning, Dale, and great net.
Everybody have a good day, and we'll talk to you the next time. 73 is W5OG, WB5DR, back to net. Good day, everybody.
All righty, Brian. Lee's already moved you down there. We'll pass along 7-3s to you. And for those of you that, well, I know everybody heard you, but Brian needs somebody to step in and take the Saturday net. So that will be open, and we'll take all considerations there for that, Brian. But no worries, we'll cover it for you so you get your trees trimmed there. I hope he doesn't do anything to change that magic oak tree that you've got there for sure. All right, 7-3 to you, Brian. Have a great day. All right, let's go to Steve, KQ4HJN. Nice and warm down there where you are, I'm sure. You're up, W5OG.
Comment. Roger that, Dale. You're correct.
I'm sorry, Bob. Stand by.
We might even break 90 degrees today, so it's about 85 right now and climbing rapidly. I'm going to go along with the Lemmy line and go with Echo Bravo. And sorry I got in here real late, but I don't think I'm going to be around from the 73 round, but I'll try to catch Echo Link if I can. But I'm going to say 73s also, and back to you, Dale.
All right, Steve, mighty fine. Got your, did you give an answer there, Steve?
Roger, Echo Bravo. I'll just go along with the Lemmy line. Echo Bravo.
All right, mighty fine. 7-3 to you, and we'll perhaps see you on Echo Link. Bob, I apologize. Go ahead with your comment there. K1BOB, W5OG.
K1BOB, W5OG. Just a quick comment. Bob checked in on Echo Link, K2SJP, and he's unable to get his internet to work, so he's not on the radio today, but he'll be on Echo Link. K1BOB, back to net.
Okay. We'll see Bob on the Echo Link there. Mighty fine. Thank you for that. All right, let's move along. Go to Bob, W4BFW. Great call, W5OG. Good morning, Bob. I know you've been here before. You're up, W5OG.
Wow, thanks. Rob in Owen, Tennessee. And Dale, you're plenty over solid here in the Northeast Tennessee. I'm just a visitor. I was in the Army. F-5 and flyers were my main man 2 years in Vietnam. And I enjoyed this stuff very much. But I do want to mention, I've been following military aircraft for over 60 years. My most favorite airplane, military aircraft, is the B-36 Spacemaker. I love that airplane. Anyway, don't know what the question is, but thanks for picking me up. Over.
Okay, fine, Bob. Yeah, I somehow or another, I thought maybe you might be a member, but anyway, we're proud to have you as a guest, and you're welcome anytime. And I agree with you about the B-36. You know, you could hear it no matter where it was, horizon to horizon, and it was an unmistakable sound. Master of the air, that's for sure. Anyway, Bob, nice to hear from you there from Tennessee, and you have a good signal here also. All right, let's see. Next is we got some KS5KY and NX6RG, and I think Ken AE7SX and November 9 Kilo Juliet November Norm in Illinois, and also Michael down in Dalton KJ5IAI, all listening. So good morning to all you gentlemen, and glad you could join us there, even though you're unable to transmit this morning. All right, and I see that we do have that new member listed on Echo Link there, line 30, Kilo Echo 5 Bravo Oscar Romeo, Larry, brand new member. So welcome to Larry. He's probably not listening this morning, but we'll annotate the fact that he is a new member. All right, that's the bottom of the list, unless I missed anybody. Did I miss anybody on the first trip through the list there? Call now, W5OG.
This is 64121.
Who was the 4 there? Say it again. I must have been hearing things. All right. Well, anyway, that's the bottom of the list. Let me go ahead and give the answer to the question, and then we'll stand by for additional check-ins and do a quick 73 round. And I do appreciate your patience with me because I know we've had this question before, or not the exact question, but concerning the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 space probes. And I'll just quickly go through it. Launched in 1977, the two sister Voyager probes, the objectives were included flying by the planets in our solar system, specifically the outer planets, which had not been observed up close, and examining the edges of our galaxy. Both Voyagers are now considered in interstellar space, the first man-made objects to accomplish this feat. Today's question, which if any of the following statements about the Voyager spacecraft is not correct? Answer A was Voyager 2 launched before Voyager 1. That is a correct statement. Voyager 2 actually preceded the launch of Voyager 1 by about 3 weeks, I think, something like that, if I recall correctly. And it had to do with the arrival at and I forget which planet it was, but they wanted to be there first, and in order to do that, the timing was such that the different trajectories required that Voyager 2 actually be launched before Voyager 1. Answer Bravo. Voyager 1 is traveling faster than Voyager 2. That is a correct statement, and it is significantly different. And there was a reason for that also. They did look at different planets, as was mentioned by someone this morning. Answer Charlie. Voyager 1 stopped sending valid info in November of 2023. And as Bob, I think, mentioned earlier, that they thought it was all over for Voyager 1, but due to some really incredible engineering work, they were able to figure out how to bypass the problem, to identify the problem and bypass it and repair things from the ground here. And they were able to restart all the capabilities in the spring of 2024. Amazing. And in answer Delta was that the Voyager mission accomplished the first up-close views of the outer planets of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And that is a correct statement also. And it's because they did, between the two of them, they were able to cover all of our planets in our solar system. And discover things and, things that they never even dreamed of, as was previously mentioned by somebody. Exactly right. It's completed much more than they ever even thought about. So all of the statements were correct this morning. And I'll just mention that Bob, K2, and I'm sorry, no, it's NX6RG Bob, Professor Bob out in California there, who is listening only this morning. He was on Ascension Island supporting that mission, supporting the launch of those when they went off. And he wrote it on the AIM window there this morning. Said he was on Ascension as a staging base for the EC-135 supporting both launches. And he had the answer correct here. So I know you probably have a lot to say about that, Bob. So we'll postpone that for another day, and you remind us so that you can talk about those two probes, because I know there's a lot to say. And I'll just add one additional thing before we get to the second question, and that is it's worth looking into. Do some research on, Google Voyager 1, Voyager 2, and there's an incredible amount of information on the internet about it. But find that picture of looking back at our solar system and see the dot that is Earth. If that doesn't put the whole thing in perspective, and the absolute incredible, I don't know, the creation is incredible, and it will remind you once again of how really insignificant we are. The little dot that is Earth. From outer space there. Absolutely amazing. This universe that we live in is incredible. All right, that's enough for me, I guess. But anyway, the bonus question, it's to get the signal to and from the spacecraft takes about 24 hours. So Bravo was correct there. So most of the lemming line was correct, Echo and Bravo for today's question. And again, look it up and review it yourself there because it's very, very interesting. All right, that's the question of the day. We'll go ahead and take a quick standby, see if we have any last-minute check-ins, and do a 73 round there. Last call for check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. Members or guests, call now, W5OG.
This is 64121.
Well, there's a light signal in there, and you're doing it a little bit fast for me. You say one more time. I think it's a 4. Go ahead. Who is the 4? Call again, please. W5OG. Well, perhaps he's not hearing me. All right, John, why don't you put out a last call there, WA6LJS, and then we'll move along. W5OG.
Wilco, this is WA6LJS Relay for Net Control. Last call for check-ins. Either late members or visitors. Call now.
Whiskey Zero Oscar Sierra.
Oh, we got a Whiskey Zero Oscar Sierra India. Did you copy that, Dale?
Yeah, I did. W0OSI. And that's Ron, I think. Good morning to you, Ron. Go ahead and take your turn. You're up, W5OG.
I just want to say hello to everybody and appreciate listening to you.
All right, Ron. You're in Utah there. Yeah, okay. Mighty fine. Well, thank you for checking in with us. All right, let's go ahead and start through a quick 73 round. The W5PIX, any final comments there from the Mobile, Cliff? Go ahead, W5OG.
Really down here, 41 degrees right now here in Seguin. And good question. I blew it. Oh well, it's nothing new. Anyways, back here now, 33's off. That's Sean Echo Lake. W5PIX Mobile.
Well, I heard you turn it back, Cliff, but that's about all. You're very light this morning for some reason. Not hearing you well at all. All right, let's move along. We'll maybe pick you up on Echo Link here just shortly. Let's see about James, KG5PTE Mobile. Are you still there, James? 7-3 round, W5OG.
KG5PTE Mobile. I'm still here, Dale. Almost up to I-10, about 50 miles away from Interstate 10, and the storm front is coming in right now, coming into rain. Close to Perry, Florida, and I'll be making my way westbound. Did I understand that Bob K2XJT don't have internet? What's going on? I need to find out what's going on with his internet. 7-3, don't be mobile.
Yeah, I heard that on Echo Link there also there, James. So we'll talk it over on Echo Link there and find out what's going on with Bob's internet there. All right, let's see if we'll move along and continue to drive safe there, especially in that rain there, James. I know you're going to go through some storms there for sure. K0IGK. Eric, are you there for the 73 round? You're up, W5OG. I don't hear Eric. Well, anyway, we'll move along. I did hear him at the start of the net there. Now, let's see about Gary, W4CUV. Any last comments, Gary? 7-3 round, W5OG.
W5OG in the group with C4, Charlie Uniform Victor. Only comment on the 73 round is remember if you have a sweetheart, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So I think your sweetheart might enjoy some flowers or some candy or something like that, or even just looking at her and saying, I love you. So with that, I'll turn it back to the group and say 73s, Whiskey 5 OG. This is Whiskey 4, Charlie Uniform Victor, 73s.
All right, Gary, mighty fine. A good reminder about Valentine's Day tomorrow. You bet. All right, 7-3 to you, Gary. K1BOB, any final comments there, Commander? W5OG.
K1BOB in the net, and very good question, Dale. I enjoyed that, as always, and you made it a very positive learning experience, too, when you make them all correct. That was wonderful. Huge group. I'll let you go. I should be on Echolink. I think the guys just left, and they got 2 new refrigerators for Valentine's Day for Lynn. K1BOB 73, everybody.
All right, Bob, you can put her chocolate in there for us. All right, 7-3 you will see on Echolink. Lee, N5B, thanks for the help again, Lee. You're up, 7-3 round, W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG, N5B. Well, Dale, I enjoyed that, and even though I'm not a space person, I enjoy learning and learned something today, so thank you for that. W5OG, N5B, 73.
Okay, 7-3, Lee. Chief Mike, WW5ENZ, 7-3 round, Mike, W5OG.
Okay, W5OG, WW5ENZ, great net, and a lot of fun, and boy, a lot of good stuff about space. I remember that thing is powered by something that's going to outlive humanity, I think. Is that what? I don't know. But anyway, I'll turn it back to you and say 73s, everybody, and we'll catch you tomorrow on the Valentine's Day net, hosted by me, WW5ENZ.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, well, that could have been a question for the for the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 probes. Where do they get their power from? And you could make it like a solar array and all that stuff, but no, because they're out of our solar system, so they don't get the advantage of the sun. So pretty interesting there how that works. 7-3, Mike. The whole thing is fascinating to me. I'll tell you what. The science fiction becomes reality. All right, let's move along to Carl. KF7GJO, 7-3 round, Carl, W5OG.
Okay, Dale. Great, good question, but I had a higher priority interrupt, so I didn't hear the answer. So just let me know what it is. I'll hand it back to you. Everybody have a splendid day. Stay dry, stay on the warm side of the door, and we'll do this again tomorrow. W5OG, KF7G, Dale.
Yeah, we all get those higher priority interrupts there, Carl, occasionally. 7-3 to you. Echo and Bravo was correct. The Lemmings had it again there, Carl. All right, let's go to John. WA6LJS, 7-3. John, thank you for the help, and it's always great to have somebody that backs you up there. And if you need that backing up, I hope to be there to help you out too, John, anytime. 7-3 round, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, very good. Well, you always do. You always have been backing me up. Appreciate that. Yeah, that is helpful when you're a net controller. And by the way, that new member, number 790, right now he's on number 30 on the logger. I might start doing that with new members because then the loggers can save check-ins, and then the number will come up. So when they do check in, their information or their club number will come up there. And that was 790. That's K5BOR, Major Larry Carmack, I think is his last name. And we're glad to have him. He'll be checking in whenever he gets his system organized there. And it was a very good question. It's just amazing what's going on nowadays with technology, and I always relate it to biblical prophecy. In the last days, knowledge shall increase, and that's certainly what's happening nowadays. Anyway, excellent question, Dale. Back to you, WA6LJS.
Yeah, mighty fine, John. Okay, let's move on to Russ, K8A, Bill Foxtrot, 7-3 round, Russ, W5OG.
W5OG K8AF, thanks for running the net. Dale, great job today. Good question, very interesting. And hope to see everybody tomorrow. Have a good day. 7-3, everybody. W5OG K8AF.
Yeah, 7-3, Russ. Captain Bill, W2WLD, 7-3, W5OG.
Thank you, Dale. There's a Star Trek episode that explains what happens to Voyager under the name V'ger, and it becomes the head of all AI throughout the universe. I did go up on the internet and looked up the view of Earth from Voyager, and it is something. So thank you for that, Dale. Enjoyed it. 73 all. W5OG, W5OG, W2, WLD.
Yeah, Bill, for those of us that are looking for the big picture and the regular crew chief, that pretty well outline. It does it for me, I'll tell you what. 7-3, Bill. Let's go to Ray. WB2JJO, 7-3, Ray, W5OG.
W5OG from WB2JJO. Fine business there, Dale. A good question. I was able to copy just about everybody on the electric radio today, which is really cool. So with that there, we'll say 7-3s, and we'll catch you further on down the log. And thanks again for doing that, Dale. Fantastic job as usual. W5OG, WB2JJO.
Okay, 7-3, Ray. Thank you. All right, Charlie, K4YDB, 7-3, Charlie, W5OG.
W5OG, K4YDB. Well, good net today, Dale. Really did enjoy it, and I did enjoy the questions. So I'll say 7-3s, everybody. Everybody have a great day, and we'll look for you tomorrow. It's K4YDB back tonight.
7-3, Charlie. Joe, W5ABI, 7-3, W5OG.
W5OG, W5ABI. Good net, really good question. 73 to you and all the flyers, and thanks again for running the net. W5OG, W5EBI, 73.
7-3, Joe. All right, Bob, W7ASH, and I may need you to relay there, John. You're up, Bob, W5OG.
Did you copy that, Dale?
Yeah, just a bit, in and out there, John. Did you have anything that you need to relay over?
Well, he was just making a comment that those Voyagers are powered by radio isotope generators, and those generators are approaching their end of life. So it'll be not too long before they won't be able to transmit there. That's all he said, but he's coming in pretty nice locally here. Back to net.
Yeah, fine. But I think it'd be a good subject for another question another day, I think, Bob, if you're hearing me. But, interesting how that's working. And Bob, K1BOB alluded to that they're using the radio or the actual, it's kind of like nuclear power plant there. And it doesn't take much power to run those things. That's what's so amazing about it. In fact, I think they're examining ways that they may be able to extend that for another 30 years or so. Interesting stuff. All right, that's the bottom of the list. Did I miss anybody or any last comments before we close the net? Call now, W5OG. Okay, hearing none, I invite everybody to come over to EchoLink. We'll continue the conversation there, and those of you that can make it on AFFC. W5OG now closing the Thursday edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club Net, returning the frequency to normal amateur use. 7-3 all.